Hello everyone, welcome back to Bella's Big Adventures. If you're new here, welcome. I know it's been quite a while since we last did an update, but unfortunately, despite being uber careful, we managed to fall victim to COVID. It's been a few weeks since we've managed to get out, but we're finally, I'd say fit as a flea, but I'm not sure that's quite correct. So the first thing we need to do is get it up and running, get some water in the system and get the heating working properly. It is on in the background. It's not very warm at the moment, unfortunately, because it's just come out of the garage. Right, so we filled it with water. We need to put the taps onto the hot position, and in this case it's on this side. Okay, and the shower is also in the hot position. And the kitchen tap needs to be in the hot position. And we need to turn on the water pump. And now, hopefully, when we lift that, it should start pulling water. You can hear, I think. We have made sure that the dump valve is turned off on the outside, and also there's a valve inside where your water is stored, which also empties your cold water tank. So once you've done that, you turn the taps to hot and start drawing the water through until it stops spluttering, basically. Once it's done that, we need to go through the cold until that also stops sputtering. We'll also turn the kitchen to cold as well. So right, yes, we've filled with water. We are now going to go for a drive. It's been dormant for quite a while. It's been plugged into the main, so it's you know, it's not been freezing or anything, but it hasn't had a proper run out for quite some time. So we're going to give that a go. Try and find somewhere to park up and have a nice lunch. Possibly get the BioLite out and do a little video of that as well.
Then you will arrive at your destination.
Okay. Right, well, we've arrived. We've made some coffee. Bella's had a biscuit. Can you see, Bells? There's Doug. Hello. Having a cup of coffee. It's really, really sunny, so we're actually quite sheltered by the van here and the long reeds. So we're going to have a cup of coffee and then we're going to have a look round and then we'll make some lunch. Nothing much planned. We might go for a little stroll around the lake. It's really peaceful. There's a few fishermen, but apart from that, it's really quiet, which is great.
Walk with me. There's something else we need to find. Say you'll go, don't make me wait. There's no need to hesitate.
beautiful girl in the world. And you know it.
Let's find something new, me and you.
Doug's going to make some Chinese style soup, and we're going to use the BioLite and the Ridge Monkey extra large pan. We have done a BioLite video and a Ridge Monkey review before, so if you haven't seen that, check that out. The ingredients include chicken, carrots, peppers and courgette or zucchini, depending on where you live. And in here we've got some tomatoes, mushrooms and garlic. We're also going to be using a Tom Kha paste. It's quite a thick soup, a bit sort of stew-like, but it is delicious. And then we'll be boiling up some rice noodles. Wind's blowing the matches out, which is a bit annoying. I can shelter it a little bit, maybe. I think that's taken flame. Right, so Doug's just going to chop up the vegetables, and then we will boil some water for the noodles, and then we'll fry up the vegetables on the Ridge Monkey. A little bit of oil on, just, it is a non-stick pan, but it does help. So we've now got some peppers chopping. Bella's busy watching the world go by as usual. You're having a nice time? You're going to have a little snooze, are you? It's a lovely spot. There's some chap over there swimming. You must be insane because it's really cold. But good bracing swim. Never hurt anybody apparently. Top up the chickens. Oops. The noodles basically just soak in boiling water for about 10 minutes, is it, max? Something like that.
So soft.
So everything else needs cooking first. And the good thing about the Ridge Monkey is you can split it into two separate pans. Ooh, it's blowing the flames all about. Right, it's time to chop the chicken. Probably don't need all of that though, do we? So Doug's put the lid onto the Ridge Monkey because then it acts more like a little oven and gets the heat up quicker, especially on a cool, windy day like today. Steam the camera up. Looks lovely. Doug's cooked all the chicken pieces. They're all in a bowl now. He's put the water pot on, the cook pot on, to warm up some water for the noodles. Are they already in there? The noodles are already in there apparently. And then he's also chopped the mushrooms and the tomatoes. So we've taken the noodles off now because they're all nicely softened, and we're just going to finish off the mushrooms. Garlic's in there, so we have to be careful we don't burn it. Tomatoes go into the slurpy, soupy bit, and a tin of coconut milk. It's your preference whether you go full fat coconut milk or light. So the noodles are looking lovely, all nice and soft. Doug's tipped the chicken and the veggies back in the pot. And now we're going to add...
This works, but hey ho.
It's going to add the paste. which I'll tell you the main ingredients of shortly. And then we've got the coconut milk. So in the sauce, apart from sugar and salt, there is galangal, lemongrass, soybean oil, chili, kefir, lime peel, and citric acid and things like that.
Go for a blast.
We can go for a blast. Oops. I'll try and do it without burning myself. It's going liquid now, as you can possibly see. It's turning into more soupy liquid, which is good. Get that back up to temperature because obviously the coconut milk was cold. Okay, so we're going to put the noodles directly into the bowl. A little PDI looking over the table thinking she's getting some as well. And then we add the hot soupy mixture out of the cook pot. And you've got a lovely rich coconutty soupy sauce. That looks perfect. Well done. Okay, so let's tuck in, see what it's like. I think it's going to be delicious. It always is. So thanks for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this video. We'll be just driving home shortly. I think we might be driving home in the dark now because the sun's beautiful, but it's going down. So we'll see you soon. Take care.